In this video, we're going to take a look at mins, maxes, and order quantity. Now this video will tie right in together with another video that's going to come right after this about reordering and running the reorder report based on mins and maxes. But now we're just going to take a look at the item screen. So here we can see a field for our min, our max, and order quantity. And we have this button for absolute mins, which we will take a look at. But the min for this item, for example, is 5. So quite simply, if we ran a reorder report for this item, and we'll take a look at that in the next video. If we ran a reorder report for this item, if the min is 5, we take a look at our on hands. So when this on hand value dips below the minimum, that is when this item will show itself on the recommended reorder report. Now, most stores check the dynamic ordering on the reorder report, and we'll talk more about that in the next video. But essentially, the reorder report will recommend that you order, in this case, because there is no max set, it wants to make sure that you have your minimum on the shelf. The report also takes into account what is allocated on sales orders and what is on order on purchase orders. And so we'll take a look at what that math looks like in the next video when we look at the reorder report based on mins and maxes. To change these values of mins and maxes, we simply hit edit here at the bottom. Then we can mouse into here and just type in whatever we'd like. We're going to keep it at 5 for now. And in this example, we're going to keep this at 0, and we'll simply hit save. Another thing to consider with mins and maxes is this absolute minimum field. So what you can do is set different mins based on the month. Now this may be relevant for something like straw, or maybe a propane heater that people use in space heaters, and you don't really need those in June or July, so your min may be set to 2 in those months. And then starting in October or September even, you want to start ordering this stuff before you actually need it. You may up that minimum to, let's say, 5 in September, and then 10 and 20 in those upcoming months where it's actually going to be cold outside. So let's take a look at what this absolute minimum looks like when we actually put some values in here. So we'll hit edit, absolute mins, and for this item, let's just do 1 for these months. And we'll do 10 and 20 and 20. So we'll say okay. And we'll save that. And you can see here on this just main item screen that the months are listed out here, so you can get a quick look without actually having to jump into this button. This item is probably not one you would have an absolute minimum on, so I'm going to go back and change that here in just a moment. If we go look at this next item, it has a min and a max. So when this item is ordered, and we're doing the dynamic ordering, which again we will talk about more in the next video when we cover the reorder report based on mins and maxes. In this example, the on hand is 1, the min is 10, and the max is 40. So when we order this item, when we run the recommended reorder and we run the dynamic ordering, it is going to suggest that we order all the way up to our max. So in this example, with the order quantity being 1 and the on hand being 1, it should recommend that we order 39 so that we are at our maximum.